You're sitting in your apartment at like 2 a.m. watching The Walking Dead for the millionth time, eating stale tortilla chips, and you're fully convinced that if zombies showed up tomorrow, you'd totally survive because you've seen every episode and you know exactly what to do. You'd grab your baseball bat, your backpack, maybe swing by Target on the way out of town, and boom, apocalypse handled. Yeah, so I've been thinking about this a lot lately, like an embarrassing amount, and I realized that basically everything we think we know about surviving zombies is complete nonsense. And I'm gonna tell you why, because apparently this is what I do with my free time now. First of all, can we talk about the whole weapon thing? Like, everyone's first instinct is, I need guns, I need knives, I need a crossbow like Daryl. And it's like, okay, but do you though? I mean, yes, obviously having some way to defend yourself is smart, but here's the thing. In every zombie movie or show, people are just casually carrying around assault rifles and machetes and infinite ammo, like they raided a military base on day one. But in real life, most of us don't even know where to get a gun, let alone how to use one properly without shooting our own foot off. And like, I don't know about you, but I can barely open a pickle jar without asking for help. You really think I'm gonna be out here doing sick katana moves on the undead? I tried to learn nunchucks from a YouTube tutorial once and almost gave myself a concussion. The apocalypse would last approximately 45 minutes before I accidentally stabbed myself trying to look cool. But also, and this is what really gets me, everyone always talks about going full lone wolf mode. Like, I don't need anyone, I'll survive on my own, people are the real danger, blah blah blah. Okay, edgelord, sure. Except that's literally the opposite of how humans survived for thousands of years. We're pack animals, bruh. We're social creatures. The reason we made it this far as a species is because we worked together, not because we all became paranoid hermits living in caves. I mean, think about it. You're gonna hunt your own food, purify your own water, defend your shelter, stay awake 24/7 to watch for threats, and maintain your mental health all by yourself? Yeah, no. You'd last like 3 days before you're talking to a volleyball named Wilson and crying into your campfire. I can't even make it through a long weekend alone without calling someone just to hear another human voice. The loneliness would literally kill you before the zombies did. And speaking of where to go, why does everyone think the move is to immediately head for the woods or the countryside? Like, I've seen so many preppers online being like, when it happens, I'm grabbing my bug out bag and heading for the mountains. And it's like, my guy, do you know how to build a fire? Do you know which plants are poisonous? Can you hunt? Because I can't even keep a houseplant alive and you want me to survive in the wilderness with zombies chasing me? The woods sound great until you realize you have no survival skills, it's freezing at night, there's no running water, and you're probably gonna die of dysentery or an infected cut like it's the Oregon Trail. At least in a city there's infrastructure, existing shelter, canned food, and abandoned stores. I'm not saying cities are perfect. Obviously population density is a nightmare, but like, I'll take my chances in a boarded up apartment with access to supplies over freezing to death in a forest while a bear eats me. At least the zombies are a problem I was expecting. Also, can we address the fantasy of raiding stores for supplies? Every zombie thing shows people just casually walking into empty stores and loading up shopping carts with food and medicine like it's a fun shopping spree. But in reality, that store got looted in the first 6 hours. You're not getting there before everyone else, you're not special. By the time you show up, it's gonna look like Black Friday aftermath mixed with a tornado. Just empty shelves and that one crushed can of creamed corn nobody wanted. And even if you do find stuff, you think you're the only one who had that idea. You're gonna be fighting other desperate survivors for the last box of crackers. Which brings me to another thing. People always imagine themselves as the main character, the hero who makes all the right choices and saves the day. But statistically speaking, you're probably not Rick Grimes. You're probably one of the background characters who dies in episode 3 because you tripped running away from a single zombie. Like, I hate to break it to you, but most of us are out of shape, low on practical skills, and would absolutely panic in a real crisis. I get winded walking upstairs. You really think I'm outrunning the undead? I'd be the person who dies doing something incredibly stupid like going back for my phone charger. Which, to be fair, I probably would do. Can't document the apocalypse for the gram without battery life. The other thing that kills me, and I'm realizing I may have a problem with how much I think about this, is that everyone acts like it would be this exciting adventure. Like, yeah, it'd be scary, but also kind of fun, right? You'd finally get to test yourself, prove you're tough, live without rules. Except, it wouldn't be fun at all. It would be absolutely miserable and traumatic and boring. You know what most of the apocalypse would be: sitting in silence, trying not to make noise, being hungry, being thirsty, being tired but too scared to sleep, watching people you care about die. Going weeks without showering, dealing with injuries and sickness with no medical care. It's not gonna be this epic hero's journey with a cool soundtrack. It's gonna be depression and dysentery and death. And The Walking Dead really glossed over how much it would actually suck. So basically what I'm saying is, if zombies happen tomorrow, we're all screwed and everything we think we know is wrong. We should probably be learning actual survival skills and CPR and how to grow food instead of binging zombie shows and thinking that counts as preparation. But I'm probably not gonna do that. I'm just gonna keep watching and pretending I'd be fine while eating my chips. Anyway, that's my rant about zombie survival lies. Thanks for listening to me spiral about the undead at Chex time. Okay, it's 3 a.m. now. Cool. If you made it this far, you're the real survivor, honestly. Okay, I'm done now. Peace.